So I just wanted to create a little follow along routine. And this one is going to be about ways to kind of just work on strengthening your hips to help them feel better if you feel that they are like off, or if like you have like a leg length discrepancy. So a lot of this works with muscles that also do like muscle energy techniques. I don't necessarily know if I believe in that anymore. After practicing for like a decade, you know, things have changed in the physical therapy world and like how we phrase things, but the truth remains that we strengthen and stabilize certain muscles to help feel better and create more centration of the joint. So that's kind of like where the optimal positioning of the joint is, the femur in the acetabulum. You want it to be in the center. You don't want it to be too far forward or back or side to side or rotated either way. So all these exercises work everything in the hips. So hip flexors, extensors, abductors, external rotators, groin muscle, and internal rotators as well. So I think I said everything. Hip extension, glutes, hits everything. So it hits literally your entire hip, all the directions of the hip with one band. Follow along. So band is going to start around the feet. You're going to start in a short lever position. I like to use the doorway just because it keeps my foot straight. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go up into a little bit of a pelvic tilt, get that core engaged, and make sure you try to stay in the center when you do this exercise. And we are going to basically just flex the hip first in like a short lever position. Really working to not rotate as you bring the leg up or bring the leg out. 6. We're going to do 4 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I completely forgot to record this exercise in the first go around, so I am recording it and throwing it in here. So anyways, this is working hip internal rotation this time. So you're going to do that same like posterior tilt, lift the pelvis up, keep the knees in their own lane, and pull the foot apart without letting the knee go in. So you're just doing strict internal rotation of the hip. And also, side note, the foot that's on the wall is always working the hip stabilizer, which is the glute med. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this band, move it above the knees. We are going to do that same glute bridge. So keep your knees in their own lane. Little posterior, well, not glute bridge, posterior tilt. Engage your abs. And then what we're going to do is the foot that is fixed to the wall is going to rotate. 2. Make sure the knees line up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, that's my dog, Duke, and we're going to scoot backwards. So leg is going to be straight now. Foot is going to be flat, leg straight on the wall. So same thing, we're going to do that little posterior tilt. So you're going to lift your hips up a little bit, and we're going to focus first on hip extension. So we're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't rotate, 5, 6, I like to look at it to make sure I'm in the center. 7, hi Duke. 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm losing my grip a little bit. Okay, next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do external rotation. So you're obviously gonna do this on both sides. Hi buddy. So this is the leg that's working right now, and we're gonna work on kind of going into this position as we like slide up the shin. My dog gets 0 love, right? He literally goes to the office like every day. Okay, so hips gonna be up a little bit, anchor your foot into the wall, and you're going to rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, this is hard, 5, 6, 7, this also does adduction, 8, 9, 10. Woo, burn in. Feel that, even on my quad. Okay, so we've done hip extension, hip flexion short lever, abduction, external rotation, a little bit of adduction, working on the groin muscles. Now we're gonna do a long lever. So foot's on the wall. Go ahead and lift up. Actually, let's scoot a little bit closer. So like the heel's digging on this side, so we're kind of working more hamstring, crossbody hamstring. And here we're gonna do hip flexion. Now like here, so toes flexed. 1, 2, all the way up, all the way out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, woo, 10. Okay, that's a lot. That's pretty good for kind of like that muscle energy or that reset of your hips, just getting everything kind of firing and working, so it helps to realign you or just kind of make you feel like you're moving better. For me personally, I noticed that I have a little bit of hip impingement in the front of my right hip, and after I do one of these reset routines, I can go further into that range of motion, which means that it's not true hip impingement, it's like soft tissue impingement or caused due to decreased centration of that joint. So anyways, I hope this helps you guys. Follow along for more rehab tips.